Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 21st. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Star card dropped. I don't take pop-outs. We'll take it for the reading, though. But let's see what's going on for you this week of the 21st. I go live, by the way, every day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, definitely subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. The star card makes perfect sense for you here, Virgo, especially you have this new life card here. It's like she's sitting at the top of this pillar here. So in a lot of ways, I feel that the star card popping out was kind of makes sense. Again, you know what? We'll just put it right here with this card and we'll talk about it in the last row. But it's kind of like she's standing out. The star card to me can represent needing to get a lot of attention, or, you know, it can represent getting a lot of attention or shining your inner light. So that's kind of like what I feel for you here, Virgo. We are going to clarify this with the maybe Lenormand at the end as well. But your overall energy for the week is the Badger. Yep, be fearless, be bold. A lot of this is having to do with attention. This entire reading, I feel like it's about standing out or kind of really charging forward towards something that you want. Without getting too far ahead, even you have the Queen of Swords here in your last row. The Queen of Swords is the step before authority. It is you, like the step before you take authority or the step before you get into some sort of authority position. So I feel like some major standing out energy for you this week here, Virgo. But you start off with the Purity card and the Focus card here. So I do feel like some of you just need to maintain your focus. I mean, first row is pretty freaking simple. It says, you have the Seven of Cups there. To me, Seven of Cups says pick one cup, right? And focus on it. To me, that's not always true with the Seven of Cups, but for you this week, I definitely feel like this is saying that maintaining your focus on like one goal or one thing that you want to achieve will lead to the most success for you. It's probably, you know, I think whenever we have like a lot of retrograde energy, or like when something like Mars goes retrograde, like it is right now, having that like independent focus on just one thing is probably better than focusing on a lot of things. Again, when Mars goes retrograde, maybe we don't have as much energy as we normally do. Maybe, you know, we feel more tired or whatever. So it's kind of like better to focus on one thing this week. And that's what I feel for you here. You have the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands in this row. So I really feel like you're getting ready to take the lead. I mean, it does not matter what way I take your reading here, Virgo. To me, this is all about you taking the lead or stepping up into some sort of leadership position. Two Wands, card of leadership. And it goes like this to this Queen of Swords, step before authority. And so there's a lot of leadership energy here. You have the Strength card as well, leadership. King of Pentacles to me is a card of the boss. So this first row, you have the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Two Wands. Again, I really feel like some of you are just bossing up here in life. This could literally be leading to improvements in your finances, I see here, or it just could be leading to more finances, like more money, something like that. For others, I definitely feel some of you are kind of taking the lead in your love life here. I feel like maybe there was some confusion in the past here with the Seven of Cups. I feel that some of you in love maybe were dealing with someone in the past who, I feel like they had too many people in their ear is literally what's popping into my head for you, Virgo. It's almost like too many people were telling them this, that, and the other thing, or whatever. I feel like it confused them. So some of you maybe were dealing with someone like that in the past. I do feel like you could be getting an apology for some of you from this person. This does not look like this person is going to be coming back into your life, by the way. I feel like they would distract you from your focus, especially with the Seven of Cups and that Focus card. I feel like if you were to go back to this person, if that story is for you, where maybe you had someone who, you know, too many people were talking in their ear, it's kind of like one of those things where if you were to go back to it, I feel like you would be distracted. For a lot of you, I feel like if that was your situation, I feel like saying that you've kind of had your glow up here. I did your weekly or your daily reading last night for the 14th. So if you go back to the daily reading for the 14th, I'm pretty sure I was saying either to you or Libra, I don't remember, but it was like in that area of the sky. I was like saying that you're having like a glow up. I'm pretty sure it was you, Virgo. It's like you're kind of like getting into this position where you're understanding your own worth or your own value. And again, I feel like there's maybe this could be an apology coming in here, but I feel like you're moving past it from a person like that. I feel like you're just thinking to yourself, it's like, well, if people could talk you out of this once, it could probably happen again. so it's like, why bother, right? And that's what I get there. In your next row, you have the Hummingbird Spirit. It says, be here, be now. To me, the hummingbird spirit is definitely a card of having been on a very long journey, having gone through a lot of difficulties and challenges, and kind of getting to like the nectar of life. So I do feel like for a lot of you, you're getting into a really good position. I feel like saying you ain't seen nothing yet is what's popping into my head here, Virgo. I feel like you have no clue how good things are about to get for you here. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. I keep getting Scorpio popping into my head for you, Virgo. It just keeps popping into my head. I have to say it. Again, the way that I read, I channel messages, and they just come in hot and heavy. And I just keep getting Scorpio popping into my head. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with a Scorpio in the past. Hopefully that gets rid of the message here. But again, I feel like if it was a Scorpio, you're probably moving on here. If it's a new Scorpio, obviously that's a different story. But if this is someone from the past, I feel like you're moving past it. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles here. I really feel like you're very focused on kind of finding a person or getting into relationships where there's actual teamwork. Three of Pentacles is like, it's not just putting work into something, and it's not just a card of teamwork. It's a card of like literally building something that's going to last. You know, it is a card of quality. The people on the Three of Pentacles are always admiring something. They're always kind of, you know, no matter what Three of Pentacles you look at, it's always like people looking at whatever the Three Pentacles are. On the traditional deck, it's like a guy working on a statue. On this deck here, he's like working on this, you know, whatever you would call this above a doorway. I have no clue. But I feel like for some of you, it's like you don't just want a relationship. You want something that to be admired. You want something that stands out. I feel like you're being very analytical with this Seven of Pentacles. Moving forward, I feel that you are kind of looking at situations. Look at this. Your middle card here is a Two of Cups. And it's going to be really hard to see, but she has like a feather in her hand right here. And I feel like that feather is saying that in the future, you are going to be looking for a relationship. Like I literally feel like you're going to be checking off boxes here in the future, making sure that someone, you know, checks off the boxes, or someone, you know, who is kind of like a good person. I'm not getting the word morals for you, Virgo, but a very, like, I'm not sure what that word is that's popping into my head right now. But I feel in a lot of ways, really what's also standing out to me is above here as well. There's this like lion right here in this kind of golden circle, Virgo. And for whatever reason, I feel like you are very focused on maybe finding a person who has like a, like I almost want to say like a creed, or maybe they have something that they stand for. I feel like maybe you've been too used to, maybe you've gotten into relationships in the past, and it's like, I don't want to say that the people didn't have a backbone, but I just feel like they had nothing to stand for is what's popping into my head. It's like you almost want a person who maybe they just have a defined purpose, or maybe they just kind of know where they're going in life. And I feel like that's going to be very important for you in the future. Could be attracting a Leo into your life here. Could be any sign. I get all these words like bravery, you know, being very bold. Having a saying is popping into my head as well. I don't really feel like it's you attracting a person who has a saying into your life. I feel like it's more maybe you attract someone who has something to stand for. It's like they have a backbone. And like that's what's popping into my head. Next, you have the star. Like I said, it popped out in the beginning, and the new life card. I feel like for some of you, it's like you are stepping into a new life. But I feel like what's more important about the new life card for you this week, Virgo, is that I feel like you are in a position here to really gain a lot of success. I keep getting, again, you ain't seen nothing yet, is popping into my head. You might want to go listen to that song, Virgo, because I feel in a lot of ways that there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you. You have the Queen of Swords, the Strength card, and the Justice card in this position. I feel also a great deal of wisdom coming off this Queen of Swords. To me, the Queen of Swords isn't really a card of wisdom. To me, the King of Swords is more of a card of wisdom. You know, trust me, the Queen of Swords is very intelligent, very direct, very straightforward, but I don't really consider it a card of wisdom. But I do feel that, you know, she's looking this way, like off the reading here, Virgo, and I feel for a lot of you that this is saying that you are kind of, I feel like you're being rewarded for a decision that you're making. Again, we're going to pull an outcome row with the Lenormand here, and we're going to see what comes in for you. But I almost feel like you're being rewarded for passing a test. Again, maybe someone comes back from the past here, and maybe you say, you know what, thanks, but no thanks. Like, I feel like if they apologize with the Justice card, you're going to be like, thanks, you know, thanks for the apology, whatever, and all that other stuff. But I feel like you're going to be rewarded for passing the test. because I feel like you want someone who has something to stand for. I mean, again, that keeps popping into my head here, Virgo, with this energy. It's like you want your own, it's popping into my head as Batman. I hate to say it, Virgo, but I feel like for some of you, it's like you want your own Batman here. You want someone who stands for like justice, or you want someone who stands up for what they believe in with this energy. So that's interesting. But Virgo, let's dig into this a little bit more, and let's see what we get for you here with clarifying with the Lenormand. Between the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Hearts. This card is called the Stork. It can represent like a mother-like energy. It can represent pregnancy as well. Obviously, you would already know if you're pregnant with that card in particular. For a lot of you, I feel like it could represent a change. The Stork can represent travel or traveling long distance. And you always get this like kind of in your readings, like something about traveling long distances. The Hummingbird spirit is about going on a long migration as well, but to find some sort of reward. So I feel like for some of you could literally be traveling long distance to get a reward. For others, this could just be more of a spiritual journey or a very long lesson that you've gone through that's going to lead to a reward. King of Pentacles, yeah, Two of Cups, I love it. You have the Heart. This is the Ace of Hearts. This is called the Gentleman. There's definitely like true love coming in for you here, but again, it's someone who has something to stand for here. I feel like this person will stand out because again, I feel like that's a thing. When you're finding new love, I feel like that's a thing that will stand out to you. Again, I'm having a hard time getting the words out of my mouth because it's like hard for me to describe it. It's like I feel that there's a sense of bravery with this person, but I feel like they're their own person. As like, you know, it's like they really have their own mottos that they live by. I feel like they're very. I don't even think it's independence is the right word. I feel like they're just their own person. And I feel like you will know it when you see it. I also feel like they have like a mission, you know, as well. It's like they believe in something and they go towards it. I think the interesting thing is also that's popping into my head here, Virgo, is it's like maybe this person isn't the most successful person in the world. Maybe they're not, you know, maybe they are lacking in certain areas, but because they're very focused and because they have a mission, that I feel like that makes them very attractive. I feel like they'll also probably be successful in the future because of this. Between the Two of Wands here and the Three of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Diamonds. This card is called the Bird. It's definitely a card of communication. Again, I feel like someone from the past could be communicating with you. Even this Two of Wands here is looking this way towards the past. So I feel for some of you, it could be someone from the past trying to, you know, offer an apology or whatever. Again, like I said, I feel like for the most part, you're moving past this, especially if it's a Scorpio. It keeps popping into my head, like I said, that some of you could be moving past a Scorpio. Obviously, that's not going to be true for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like you know, you would know. So that's that. So between the Seven of Pentacles here and the Queen of Swords, you have the Six of Clubs. I do feel like you're looking at like all the time, effort, and energy that you have invested into things in your life. The Six of Clubs is a card of having a cross to bear. It's like a card of, you know, having gone through a lot of difficulties and challenges. If someone's coming back from the past, I think I said this to you like 2 weeks ago, Virgo. I feel like that Six of Clubs is saying maybe you have the right to rip someone's head off. Maybe you have the right to say off with their head with this Queen of Swords, especially if someone's coming back from the past here. Maybe you have that right. But at the same time, the Queen of Swords is kind of like knows when to do that and when to show mercy and all that other stuff. So I feel like you maybe have the right. Maybe you invested a lot of time, effort, and energy with a person. Maybe you want to say off with their head. But I feel like, you know, you are kind of going to restrain yourself here. So I like that. Between the Two of Cups and the Strength card, you have the Ten of Spades called the Boat. This is like a ship on the ocean. So I feel like for some of you could be traveling. In a lot of ways, it's just a moving on energy. So like I said, I feel like you're moving towards true love. King of Pentacles, permanent relationship. Two of Cups, like a soulmate. So, and you have the Ace of Hearts here as well, the Gentleman. So definitely could be a true love coming in for you. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to here. I don't attach gender to my cards if I can talk today. Between the Three of Pentacles and the Justice card, you have the Ace of Clubs. I love it. This is a card called the Ring, and it represents like an engagement ring. So I feel like this could be something you're moving towards, a very deep commitment with a person. If you're not interested in love, the Ring just represents like completing cycles, things coming full circle. It is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it represents like abundance as well. In your top row outcome, you have the Seven of Hearts, the Tree. The Tree is a card that represents like the family tree. And so for some of you, I feel like you could be spending time with family or wanting to spend time with family with that card. For others, I feel this could be like some sort of commitment in your life. with the Seven of Hearts. So again, definitely could be a commitment. Could be you meeting someone that you'll have a family with in the future with that Seven of Hearts. So I like to see that. In this middle row outcome here, you have the Six of Diamonds here and the Two of Spades. Like I was saying earlier, funny enough, I do feel like this could be like a thanks but no thanks situation. Six of Diamonds is a card of a lot of luck coming into your life, and it's a card of being very lucky with something. That Two of Spades can represent a breakup. So again, I feel like a thanks but no thanks situation here with someone from the past. Like it's like you're moving on, but you're moving towards luck. You're moving towards abundance. Yeah, in your bottom row, you have the Seven of Spades, the letter, a lot of communication. You have 1, 2, 3 sevens showing up here just in the Lenormand. You have 2 sevens in the tarot as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be like a lot of fears showing up. Sevens to me represent internal fears that don't exist. But the Seven of Spades is a card of communication, coming up with the birds here as well, which is also communication. So I do feel like there could be a lot of communication coming in from someone from the past. So I'd be careful of that if you don't want to hear it. For others, I do feel like this could be new communication as well. Like I said, a lot of lucky communication, I feel. Yeah, King of Hearts, new love. King of Hearts is the house or the home. It can represent like the feelings of home, like safety, security, comfort, protection. So I feel like for some of you, could be meeting someone new. Could be a water sign. I'm getting water and earth are standing out to me here. You do have a little fire here. Again, just a general reading. I always tell people, don't even pay attention to the sign, because it's like if I tell you earth and it's not an earth sign, you might not go out with the person. So I always tell people, don't even worry about it. Just go on the date, see what happens, right? So that's what I'd say there. But could be a water sign for some of you. Yeah, it could be a fire sign as well, King of Clubs. So that's that. But this looks really interesting for you here. I feel like just saying you ain't seen nothing yet. I feel like that is the message for your reading here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of surprises probably come like next week. I'm also getting end of October as well. There could be some sort of surprise. I feel like it's very specific. If you're like waiting for news at the end of October or something like that, I feel like that message is for you. I feel like there could be something very specific coming in. But this looks really good. I'm excited to see what will happen for you next week, is what I'd say to you. Let's see if we can get a clue for you next week. Yep, you're building towards the future. Not really a clue, because I feel like it's just saying you're just building. Yeah, all that glitters. Like I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. There's 2 masks up here. It's like you can't, I feel like you can't even see all this stuff that's going to be glittering in your life coming in the future. I feel like this reading is saying you're building up to this. You're building up to like excitement and good things, but this looks really good. So thank you for watching, Virgo, and definitely enjoy your week.